Anyway, people, welcome back to the show. This is Upper Live Show. If you're just joining us right here, this is the Upper Live Show. We do this each and every Tuesday from 9. We're live here on TGM Radio. And, each and every week we bring to you a special guest live in the wigs. We've been doing lots of sounds and lots of DJs from the UK space. And it's quite telling, especially over the corona times where the pandemic, which kind of learning about the dancehall culture and the dancehall space for the last couple of months, and we're grateful.
Yes.
And there's lots of different subsectors to the dancehall space in UK. You have the hardcore scene,
yes.
You have the mainstream scene, and you have just the party scene. So there's lots of range. This next song that we're gonna introduce to you, I think they're more on the, I should say, the main stage, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit of they dabble in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Yes.
Yeah. So they're quite versatile, and I like how they recruited one of our very own. King Terror is now a part of the squad, and
David.
Yeah, we're grateful for that. So who we're talking about? Mixmasters is in the wigs. Good evening to you, Mixmasters. Can you hear us? I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Can't see you yet, but I can hear
you. Is that Cody, Terror, and Jay? I'm gonna say Jay. Because me don't want to call your government name on here and then no can't find me tomorrow.
Master J.
Okay.
Master J.
Thank you for the correction, sir. We just waited. Are we seeing them?
Wait.
No,
are they on screen? And then let's see.
We're not seeing them.
Okay, we can't see them on the screen, but it's fine. All right. Let's give us an introduction. Who is Mixmaster J? Not Mixmaster J. Mixmaster DJs, more like.
No, they're not on stream, to be honest.
They're not. Yeah, I'm not seeing them on screen.
Go on talking though. Go on talking. Go on talk. Excuse me for a second.
Well, but hopefully we're trying to, when you're doing these things, through a lockdown, we go through a lot of technicalities, and as you can see, if you're a part of the Upnlive family, you can see that we've been through the test of times, and we always make things happen, even out of the smallest of situations. So right now, we're here talking, but they can hear us, but for some technical reason. They're being seen on Facebook. So yes. So if you're on Instagram watching this, you may need to jump over to Facebook and you can actually see the feed. All right. So let's start it back over again.
Wait, before you have to tell them we're on Facebook, guys. Just type in Upnlive Show and you will find us. We're live on Facebook.
Yeah.
So just jump over to Facebook real quick. We're going about 2 minutes.
Cool.
2 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
What about thing out there, growing you see me, people?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you see, everybody will want to know Mixmaster in our way.
Which mixer?
We ask like a question them.
Yes.
I don't know if I know to go and cause.
So hot seat.
What if I dance with them as well, they what I say, want to find out something. So
all right.
Find out tonight.
So let's start it here. So there are 3 members that are here with us. Yeah. I'm gonna say the name. Cody, are you frozen or is that a picture?
I'm not frozen.
Elsa. So we have Cody, we have Kinger, and we have Master J. Welcome, guys, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us, man.
No problem. We're there. Everybody good?
Yeah, good. Just first of all, it's Mixmasters.
Mixmasters.
Yeah, that's the first character, and I'm saying the Mixmaster rank instantly. You know what I'm saying? It's Mixmaster.
It's not one Mixmaster, it's 3 Mixmasters.
You have to understand, you see, we are yard man and we are trying to.
No, hold on. That's why you have to get the correction, G.
Yeah, I'm warning.
Let me go with the word yard man thing. Where I say yard man can't have, we can't speak properly.
So it's not.
Hold on, Jay, hold on. You know why I'm saying that? You know why I'm saying that? Because every dub we send for a yard come back as Mixmaster. You understand?
It's the dialect, my love. It's the dialect.
Yeah.
It's the dialect.
I know. It's a mixed answer. The girl at once, so we never understand.
Okay.
Right. So as usual, we're going to always start from the TOP. I don't know if anyone wants to volunteer to give us the history of how Mixmasters came about.
I think.
Who's gonna do that?
Jay, you want to take this one? I want to do
green screen.
Let me get a quick intro. So basically, once upon a time there was the Grandmaster, which is the Grandmaster ceremony myself. I used to be a host, used to bring on lots of acts on the stage for different councils, local talent shows. So everybody from the young, very, very, very young and brand new to the scene, Stylo G, a few other UK grime artists and stuff, used to bring them onto the show. Did the Hair and Beauty Awards, the Black Hair and Beauty Awards over at Alexander Palace as far back as them time when it just started. And I was always a host, but then every time we go to do a show, I always get a crappy DJ basically. So I was like, you know what, maybe we need to link up with a proper DJ and we'll go do a show basically. We can have some proper DJs. So then we start linking up with DJs, ended up linking up with Cody Star, who was dibbing and dabbing with being a DJ and a producer. And we had to link up. I was his host, he was the DJ. We started locked down a few scenes. Years forward and later, I became a DJ myself. Me and Cody carried on the brand. Members came and went, and then a couple of years ago in about 2017 2018 we're like, you know what, we needed another shooter because the brand is doing a lot of things. We're taking multiple bookings across countries, nationals and local, and we needed another shooter, but we didn't need another person who we had to train up. We needed somebody who was already established, that kind of thing. So we thought about King Terror and we thought, nah, we needed somebody better than him. Nah, I'm joking. We went straight.
Just man, yo, Terror. You hear
that? Then we went straight for with us. But basically, the thing is, King Terror was kind of like he was on the radar because he was part of the Dancehall episode movement that myself and Cody Star and Money Ninja started, and we've seen him at work basically, and obviously we asked a couple of CVs and not from him, obviously we did our own.
You have to do your research.
Research and found work on, and we like the fact that he was not from South. We like the fact that he was not like notorious to the ends where me and Cody are from pride in our South. So we kind of like the fact that it might be doing own thing. So but I said, all right, cool, Terror, what you said, and Terror obviously done so the vision already. So he just came over and he was just a perfect fit. What makes Mixmasters unique is that we're not the typical sound where I don't need Terror to host for me or vice versa. Terror hosts and DJ himself. And I do it myself. So when I host Terror, it's Terror's juggling. I'm just being the host. When Terror hosts for me, it's my juggling. Terror is just being my host. But separately, we're just we're just dangerous. But together, it's just like let's have fun with it.
It's even worse. It's World War II, 3.
I think sorry, I've seen you a few times before, and I've seen you played with Cody Star. It's very effective. I've never seen the Terror and you
play music, sir. Be specific.
No,
why?
Listen, me not busy more than why.
Juggle some music.
Nobody
does see it
from there.
Time out.
None of them can fix me. None of them can fix me.
Hold on.
No, you see that same little thing?
Yeah.
I was in, was it Piccadilly? I think I was in Piccadilly. And I saw our next fellow soul member that play music from Northwest Side. And the man see me and I say, yo, you used to play with Craig.
No. So play music. Right?
I want to take you too far.
Well, correct it. Right. So you've seen them juggle music together.
Yeah, the chemistry between Master here and Cody, it's always there and it's just connect. Sometimes one of them don't even have to be next to the computer
the DJ
to see what's going on. He can just be in the crowd.
The synergy.
And and it just works together. Good. So what I would like to know, because most of the events I see you playing is mostly like the mainstream events. Is it strategically targeted to just for that market only? Or are you just happen to find yourself work good in that environment? This goes to anyone, Cody, Master JR Terror.
Yeah, we planned for that. Because in the beginning of Mixmasters, when we started out, it was sort of a thing where what was our market and what was our demographic that was aiming for. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was always
Cody, I'm having a little trouble with the
internet. It's kind of shaky.
Yeah.
What? We don't know. Cody, can you hear us?
No. This
Cody,
is fiber.
Well, your fiber ain't active,
Fiber
sir.
ain't active. No, I think Master J, I think you need to take on a question.
Yeah, if you could answer that for us.
Code it, fix things. But no, so basically, yeah, from the get go, like our whole vision was we didn't want to be like we didn't want to do the rat race to be the best yard zone or the best zone or the best zone in the garrison or whatever it is.
Yeah.
We just want to be the best DJs that can play in any circuit. So we mirrored ourselves off the Andrew Fresh and the Invasion Crews in the city and the Chucky and Lion and anybody that was shutting down the city, the Gal Flexes that was
you learned a little from them.
Yeah, so we looked at who was doing it across the scenes, where most of even the younger DJs or the DJs that's say been around us for the same amount of time as us, they are stuck in a particular channel. They just want to be the next best Lord Gillies or the next best Loyal Squad or whatever it is, basically. We just want, listen, we like music, and we found ourselves playing music to all manner of ages. Now, we're all three of us are Jamaicans at heart. Dancehall come and the culture comes easy to us. But what we didn't want to do was just do that because we know it. We wanted to challenge ourselves as DJs and be multi-genre. So we start playing everything. Funky House. Cody started produced some of the biggest Funky House tracks or master some of the biggest Funky House tracks in the country, basically. So we got into that lane without losing the aspect of the culture. So when I'm in the city and I'm playing dancehall, obviously I'm going to speak like this so everybody can understand. Put your hands up. What? Hey, girl, bend over. And I'm like that local mix up kind of thing. So we kept that going, and that put us on a bigger stage or a more mainstream stage, as you
because it definitely worked.
Yeah, it definitely, and that sets you apart, as you rightly said. It's a strategy to be set apart and to be seen by any sector that you go into, because you're very versatile, all three of you, individually as well as collectively as Mixmasters. And for that, once a big shout out and continue that. That's a good strategy to use.
So let me just ask a quick question. Like you guys say you're not targeted to like one scene, but you are all from Jamaica. Do you have a role to play in the dancehall? What's going on over here now? Do you bring over any fans from the funky house scene to the hardcore scene? Introduce some people to some new aspect of the music or the culture?
You see, the thing about dancehall music, the first thing about dancehall music is, remember, the dancehall is just a dancehall where party keeps. So if you're from Jamaica, you know Jamaica is probably one of the most multi-genre party scene in the world. Like DJs play everything from Motown to rock to R&B, especially R&B and soul. Like,
enough.
So if you're saying you're representing the culture for Jamaica, then you have to be a party DJ at heart. We just want a hype. We just want a party. So
but I realize that in England, music is we call it digested different from Jamaica and America and everywhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
The people in England just like top 10 songs. So, for instance,
whoa. No, don't say that.
All right. Let me put it this way then. In the dancehall scene, in the dancehall, the club parties, the rare them, they are more, climatized to the top 10 songs. Because you can't come at them. Remember, some of the regular, the unusual work sometimes, we cannot play them back to back, 2 nights in a row.
But here we're going to song. People are going to go where people are going to go in terms of them are going to go there because they know so they're not going to do the crossover thing. They must want them authentic dancehall culture.
Yeah.
Within that scene, you're going to have certain DJs who have the license to introduce new mix and new collections and new Now, when we get booked for a dance in the yard scene, and people come out to see we play, or people see we play, them stand a chance of getting a crossover mix because them know what Mixmasters do.
Yeah.
As well as them know so them can get some diarty dancehall juggling and everything with same wing. So that's basically when I promote a book and them say, yo, we want a crossover party vibe there. Then I'm gonna get a different style of hosting where obviously it's still within the yard.
The usual.
That party kind of vibe because that's what we do. We're not gonna pretend to be. We're not gonna pretend to be a Crystal Blue because we're not them. We're mixed. We have our own style. People like us. Our own fans like us for what we do. So we are gonna do what we do best.
Yes.
The other side of that is, you see, this is why sometimes I don't really get involved in this debate within the UK dancehall scene because most of the people that talks about UK dancehall don't come out the dancehall to realize that dancehall is much bigger than the current yard scene.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Around themselves.
Earlier on, you say you don't want to box yourself in a section or a lane. But I think, would you say people already box you guys in a lane, say you are an upstone sound? You don't do the little hardcore dancehall party? Anyone can answer the question.
No, Cody. Let's put it to Cody. Let's hear Cody's opinion.
Okay, I am now. That man,
It's still kind of
they are one can't hear me, guys. Everything I want, but I don't know if you can hear me.
I hear fiber it ain't active. That's why.
But yes, all right.
But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with your response to that question.
Yeah, maybe so, but I don't think that we're particularly in a box. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, we're kind of on both scenes. You know what I'm saying? We're exactly where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? We're at the dance hall. We're in the garrison doing juggling. We're uptown doing juggling. You understand? So I feel like we're in the right place. So I don't feel like we're boxing. I feel like the world is our oyster. So you know what I mean? That's it.
And the world being your oyster.
Make Tara,
oh, sorry, Tara. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'll say that we're very versatile.
Right.
Very versatile. You can put us in anything, and we will come out with Mixmasters on top.
Yes, Tara. That like who know Mixmaster know that is a versatile sound. But if you're not a fan and you're just going to like a IBs and our uptone party and you listen to Mixmaster play, what people come out and say, no, they're an uptone sound. And it's not what you think of yourself and not what DJ look in and think of you, is what the massive crowd think. And to me, when I just heard about Mixmaster, I genuinely look at you guys like, yeah, we're not really dancer, we need to uptone dancer.
But that's a good thing though.
And I realize that you guys have some bad sound.
Okay. You ever listen to Mixmaster CD?
Huh?
You ever listen to Mixmaster CD?
Yeah, but it's like a typical uptown man where I make a dance or CD. Everybody do the same thing.
A probably uptown version.
You can't really do.
Which CD that? Which mix is that one?
I don't
All right. No, you know what it is there? You won't be able to identify the mix because there's so many mixes, bro. That's my point. Do you get it? So you probably hear one thing and make a quick judgment and think uptown, but you never hear 10 Garrison mix up we going past you. That's the thing.
You have to remember.
Master data.
When we do mixes, it's why we do it a way where it can be played for everybody. Where in your car driving, kids can listen to it. It's clean. It's that way.
My type of mix.
We can go to a yard dance and I can play like a yard selector and a Garrison dance and juggle like raw. Yeah. And I can go uptown and play uptown DJ.
The thing is, if that's how we came across to you, then our job is done. Because the hardest thing in the UK is to break into that sector where they think we're clean enough to pass a risk assessment, much less, we're not gonna come there and start a fight and smoke the weed.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a good thing. That is the good thing.
Basically, that's how we came across to you. Then that's fine because there's a whole other. When we're in their venues, they're saying those are the Yardie boys.
There you go.
So the jungle selected them come now. Dance all go clear now. Now then our job is done. Like I don't even see that as an insult or anything. Basically, I see that more of a.
It's not an insult.
It's a
great feeling.
It's your experience of us now.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're not competing in either street, in either section. Yeah. We're not in the, like I said, the mainstream. We're not uptown trying to be the best in the uptown. And we're not down in the garrison in a yard dance trying to be the best. We're just trying to go there and get the damn job done and come out and people saying, yo, Mixmasters did bad, pay them their money, book them again as a DJ, as a sound with a bigger vision than just what we're doing now. We come out, we pick a box and
I think you guys are the perfect. Rasta, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think Mixmasters is that Mixmasters, and I can't remember my next friend with the white youth and next. I know the man name.
Invasion.
Mixmasters, Invasion. Them two sound there. I don't know to take it a disrespect. Those you two sound for me when me come to England, I me look on the sound them.
Yeah.
Oh, me say, all right, would I try if be where they are. Those are the two sounds I saw. I didn't see Andrew, no disrespect to Andrew Fresh. I didn't see Andrew Fresh or a Gangsta Kid because I like music. I like a variety.
Yeah.
Enough time I play with Terror and I like how Terror plays.
Excuse me.
Yo, but can't deal with it.
Usher him out.
Yo, you know what I'm going right now?
Come on.
You know what I'm going now?
You
know what I'm going now? I'm giving a praise mark.
What?
Yo, Rick, please.
Rick, you need to explain something. What is that? What is happening with
Rick, no, is it? Rick hasn't been in the studio for a very long time, so I think he's trying to get.
So you are getting excited. Why?
Man, them a shot in my vocabulary. Me can't say on everything. Why? But let me get back to the point. Yeah, this is when
juggle music with Terror Kid.
Guys,
juggle music.
When we are juggle with Terror.
Juggle music.
When you're playing some songs.
No, me I play. Listen,
if I like to use play.
When me I play
some songs to bring
music with Terror.
Yeah.
I like the variety and where because all right, you see for a DJ.
Yeah.
And we play it. When you play with certain DJ, it make you feel comfortable that you can play any. You still have the same thing. Move on.
About Cree.
Can't deal with it.
Yo, start more something.
Yeah.
Fire Q. Q's gonna ask.
What I'm gonna say now, Master. You know?
Yeah.
I feel pretty logic. I was a bit shocked to your response of Mixmasters.
No,
but I'm saying why I was shocked because when I first came here, I met Curtis them at the road and we link up with Master J them we touch road with Invasion and all of them. Hardcore dancehall, brother. Proper hardcore dancehall.
Depends on where you are.
But that's what I'm saying. But then we went to a different event where we get them dancehall, we go uptown, we go cross town, round town. So I was a bit shocked.
Versatility.
Let me explain what I say now. Like, someone here, like, me can go, we call it West End, and play dancehall for the whole night. Don't feel like I'm doing a hardcore dancehall. When I'm referring to a hardcore dancehall, I'm talking to like the year-to-year annual event, them, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And for instance, what Mixmaster is doing is not bad for the culture. It's very good for the culture because you make a point earlier on and say, yo, I'm not trying to be the Andrew Fresh them this and that because you have to do what you do because you have to have DJs like you go there in the world to get some new fun
and to spread it,
to spread the wing. Otherwise, you're gonna pay for we call it
the masses,
the same syndicate
preaching to the converted.
In London, if you know, you will have the sense people them go that dance, and this dance. If you got 5 party
you see that.
for the night,
same people
you can't heal most of the people in the cars. They had somewhere last night.
Exactly.
So what I do is a good job, you know. So now feel no way when me come and say them thing, you know. Them look at Uno as the uptown sound, and that is needed.
Trust me.
It's needed because
of course.
Listen, most of the DJ them in London, what them say is the London finest or the top 10 DJ them or whatever. Remember, they're elderly. It's no longevity going there
for their career. Yeah,
you have like someone like Uno where call it where bridge that gap where we're kind of changing music in a positive way. We're kind of make the Caribbean feel more, we call it
accepted.
Yeah.
When with the young sound them like Kuno and some other sound them we're found up in I think. We are more we call it susceptible to soca music and stuff like that. Because we bring the soca music in the dance because it's our music. Because look at this. Remember, Africa is not a country, it's a continent. One move over there, Afrobeat. Why we can't do this with our music?
Exactly.
Kind of stick and track.
And I mean, everybody has gone through 2020. 2020 was a decade in and of itself. It wasn't just 12 months, it was 10 years packed into one.
Exactly.
And I know that would have impacted quite a number of business ventures or events that you would have hosted or been to. How has that affected you, and how have you used that time period to develop yourselves and to prepare for when road opens? Sarah Kid, I'm putting that out to you.
Well, with that, it's like a reset button.
Yeah,
it's given a chance for us to look at ourselves. How can we? It's like before. It's given us a break to look back and say we've got enough time to, if we're gonna rebrand, if we're gonna if we're gonna do a certain business movement, we had enough time to make that within the group, talk about it, execute it. I know when we do come out of this lockdown, it's ready and prepared. When a lot of things are going on, we ain't got enough time to do it because apart from we're busy. Every night we're out.
Make money. Yes.
Yeah. So we ain't got enough time to sit down and say, okay, all right, boys, what's the next plan? Because we ain't got enough time. We might say we're going to do it, and then when it pops up, one of us busy again and happens. But this gave us enough time to
sit and plan.
All right, we're Mixmasters. What's the next step? Yeah.
Also,
go ahead.
Sorry, 1 second.
Go ahead. That's okay.
It was definitely a reflection time for us, but Mixmasters as a sound and DJs, myself and Cody and even Terra, we were still playing pretty much all the way through lockdown. I think the 18th of December when we did the last Dancehall episode event. So initially lockdown, we started because obviously Dancehall episode is under the Mixmasters banner. So we did the first set of Zoom parties back in April, March when we came straight into lockdown. Straight out of that, Terra was doing the maddest set of headphones parties during the summer. Straight out of that, then myself and Cody had Lotus doing brunches all the way, and this is weekly, so this is every Thursday, every Sunday, and alternative like Fridays or Saturdays, basically, all the way up until the 18th of December. So we paused to reflect in terms of branding movements, what's our next step as a sound, but actively, I think where most people missed us, where a lot of the DJs were online, we were still in the streets.
Which was effective for you guys, and I asked that question to find out what is it that we can look forward to for when road opens. Cody, would you like to answer that question? So you've taken the time out to reflect, to look at various business ventures or to improve
meetings that we attended this week.
Pardon?
Yeah, I know. What you got to look forward to is basically it's literally what you guys have been saying. Like, if we are to be that uptown sound for then bring it on in it. There's gonna be a hell of a lot more events. There's just gonna be a lot more more Mixmasters in your face. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna be. So like Martin said, we kept busy throughout the lockdown in terms of like keeping busy throughout the lockdown was important for us because what it done was like it put us in a position with the venues and stuff where now we kind of got them in a way where we've got a lot of dates and a lot of events planned and a lot of stuff ready. We're just waiting for the 21st of June, you know what I'm saying?
I asked that question specifically for you to tell us some of these events we should be looking forward to.
No, hold on, wait. Like,
what am I waiting on?
Wait, hold on. We could give you two possibly. Should you give the first? None?
No, go on.
Cody, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Check. Check 1, check 3.
Only turn your volume down because I think that's what it is.
Yes, your volume is quite loud. Or stop shouting. Or the team make that.
But you know, could have said that from time ago. Check 1, check 3.
Oh, the fiber is now active, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I pick up
no. Oh,
and the team make it right. So go give us those 2 dates, Cody.
No,
please.
I'm not gonna give you a date. What I'm gonna say is basically we're coming back with our brunch and our turn up Thursdays. We have a weekly event that's a Thursday night, and we have a weekly brunch on a Sunday. Those are coming. Right. Those are gonna come back once the rule of 6 is in play. We're gonna bring those back because we had them running in during those times, but when the rule of 6 was in play, we had those events running.
I don't forget the uptown back parties.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna bring those back, and after June, we've got a few massive things planned. But like, we're gonna let it land. We're gonna let it land in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because so far, Mixmasters land exactly where we want it to land. So let's just
that's good. So wait on the same point of events. This is the last one. So we've seen a couple dates for September for Dancehall episode. Do you want to touch briefly? Shortly, shortly. I caught myself.
Yes, we like
that's the question you wanted to ask in the first place.
No, but hold on, guys. You have to understand that that's the question we are leading up to because we know that's a part of your brand. But we want to fasten out other things and
so our Alternative Dance episode set to go. Now listen, all three of us.
We'll find out if we get this coming on next.
Hold on, man. All three of our flights have been rebooked for Spain. We're leaving this country, all three of us, on the 23rd of September. I don't know what but along with everybody else, I've bought them wristband, and I've been buying their wristband since we made the announcement 2 weeks ago. We'll be in Spain,
turning up
of our lives. All right, now. If you want to see uptown party, downtown party, rounds of party, all in one atmosphere,
that's
you forward over there and you look at the Mixmasters, what we want to call it now, the Mixmasters remedy, the Mixmasters pots, the stew, like the vision of how we want to represent our sound, or how we want to represent the Jamaica culture, in one atmosphere in another country. So if you go Dream Weekend and you see everybody pose up on a party and everything and enjoy themselves, this is not Dream Weekend. There is no posing. There is only partying and vibes.
That's it.
May I ask one favor for ask, because we know what I don't come from yard. I just ask what I do keep up on I do see me, but me just want to incorporate some new fresh thing into the thing. I'm not saying to join Mixmasters, because obviously that would detrimental to your brand, and just bringing people.
Fresh water.
You mean like
fresh water,
like talents, because the reason why I say it to you is because I think you
have a lot to share with
people. And
knowledge.
You guys are seen as one of the leaders, regardless how you want to take it. Leaders are the mainstream.
No,
I'm not coming over the truth. So all right, brother.
You're all brother.
A reality. Because if you come to England, the only two sound me, brother, me attack what me see now. Me they are 9-10 years now. When I come to England at 2010, and my sister, Uno are running thing. You and as me tell you, me never remember youth name. The white youth and the next one. Uno me say, and a realness me attack. So Uno have eyes on it, and Uno are regarded as the players of that scene. So I'm saying, because you guys are accepted, just bring your next little youth in sometime and say, all right, introduce him into your own events. I not say carry for your big booking and go say, no, introduce him to you. No.
But you know what it is there? That point there, you have to understand that because we're doing so many events, bro, instantly that point is dead, fam. Because every single DJ on our event is coming from all over the place. Do you understand? Black Knight came to our events. Do you understand? Dio to our events. Baga British player event them. DJ Corey their events them. Every single body you can think of play at our event. Trust me. It's just that you guys don't really think. You know what it is? I don't think you guys have a full scope of what Mixmasters do.
No.
I don't think you'll have like 25%.
Guess what? You call names that we already know.
We are saying starting a mentorship because the music part is one,
and they're young.
The aspect of it.
Okay, guys, hold on a minute. I get where you're coming from.
This is what I'm saying.
Here's what we're saying.
This is what I'm saying. You only know 25% of the whole thing. It's like you see the tip of the iceberg. You don't realize there's a big old iceberg under the water.
So would you like to delve more into that aspect of things, please?
Exactly.
You got
ask questions and you will receive.
A lot of the DJs that you guys are now seeing on the circuits, that's very online and in your faces. I've been working under some Mixmasters brand for years before they were profile, before they're in your faces and they're just doing their own thing. That's one thing. Now, one of the things that myself and Cody especially is like we're quite proud of it. We're not the ones that's gonna we're the guys that we're going to give you the net to go catch your own food, basically. I don't want to say fish, to go catch your own food. So you're going to be part of a booking. You're going to get the opportunity to promote that you're booked for one of our events, to turn up and the Our episode engages so much new talent, like new DJs that most of you guys probably never interview because they're not on your lot's radar as yet. But they're some of the baddest shooters, and over the last couple of years, they've come into their own. They've become more prominent on the scenes. A couple of young DJs, like say Kalai and Vibes, that right now are in people's faces thanks to Supernatural and Caribbean Parties UK. But they've been part of the dancehall episode scenes and various scenes and events and bookings long before, obviously, we even tapped into them. But once we basically start working with them, we start pushing these DJs out. These DJs are flying out internationally with us and playing and shelling and playing in dances.
Yeah, but that's the point I was making, that we don't know that it's you. So if you ask a question, we can't find out. Now you're telling us. Then we can say, all right, then do it, and we know. Say,
here's the thing. We don't want to take credit for these DJs' hard work. So we're not going to be the people that's we bust that whatever.
We're not going to come here and start telling you that we're the opportunity creators.
No, it's not about saying you bust them, really.
We're definitely the opportunity creators. We create opportunity, and we get we've got DJs that we work with and turn around and say, you don't want to work. You're definitely not want to work.
And for that we're grateful, and we want to say big up on ourselves and continue. We continue that because the names that you have called, they are putting in the work. DJ Vibes and Kalai, they are putting in the work.
That's a
mentor, like talk to like one-to-one to teach a man say, yo, self-worth and certain ins and outs of the business, because you guys are full-fledged promoters as well now.
We've big man. That happened down to the level where it happens down to the level where I've worked in the community, bro. Do you understand? Teaching kids how to create, how to make music, and these youths have gone and bust and become big and in your face, and you're playing their tunes as even a yard dance. As an English youth, you'll be playing this song.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like it's the same thing for Master J. We've been through this. We was doing this work kind of thing and teaching about music and how to DJ and this kind of stuff. So, like.
You have to understand with the diaspora, not everyone has been into the UK for the longest while, and not everyone was born here, and not everyone understands. So the reason why these platforms, like the various different platforms, like Dancehall platform, is to highlight and showcase this. Because without you saying this, I know you as a DJ, as a selector. I didn't know that you were into production and all that. I didn't understand that. When I hear Master J say that you produce some of the funky old thing, then I kind of get the gist.
What if I was to tell you, I produced one of the biggest UK dancehall songs?
Wait, no, the biggest UK dancehall song.
Yeah. Which all right, the biggest this
just
is
ask the question.
Master J said that. Me not say the biggest, but numbers wise, it is actually.
numbers don't lie, bro.
All right, which one are the biggest UK? Because we have this conversation a lot. Let me hear what you say the biggest dancer. What?
Me produce Styler G, Sean Paul, Spice, Dumpling.
Remix.
Me produce that. Me produce Styler G, Paul Me a Yardi. I produce Styler G, Bam Bam song. I also produced a 2 Hot song for him. I produced some Afrobeat song for Fuse ODG. I produce all these kind of songs. It's just, like I said, it's the tip of the iceberg. It's a DJ interview. It's not a producer interview. So that's why I'm just like...
Hold on, Cody. I'm going to stop. No, hold on.
Wasn't the touchdown
thing? We have trouble now.
Wasn't that the bigger one?
I mean, this cup of tea, along with the thing, I know.
No. Jesus Christ. Creep. Time out.
Well, we can't know. Rasta, go on.
And that's the thing. We won't know until we ask the questions.
True.
We won't know until we ask the questions. You understand? And Cody, on the point of this is a DJ conversation, it's not.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, it's not. I'm going to stop you there because seeing how you are a versatile group and you're versatile as individuals, we have this platform so that your talents can be highlighted. So we're gonna stop you there. So if it is a case that you don't want to talk about that aspect of the career, we don't have to.
No, the thing is, like I said, we've kept the sharing down to the questions, but
this is what it is. You guys are the interviewers.
Yeah. So individually, if we were to go through the CVs of basically individual, Cody Starr is I don't think there's a UK artist that hasn't passed through his hands in terms of some form of mastering productions or at some point in their career, and that's facts. He's one of the biggest producers in the country, and as far as long as Call Me a Yardie and before that from the Warning crew and every member that's been through that Warning crew from the very foundation of dancehall UK artists. I'm talking about going back as far as 2003, 4, maybe let's go from 6 then to make it more prominent. So any artist that's been relevant in the UK from 2000.
So don't you think we have a problem here? Because can you realize what the problem is?
You don't know. The
problem is that it's not that so we don't know, but it's not as highlighted. So because I haven't seen Cody Starr, I know him, I know Cody Starr, and I know that he produced for Stylogy. I know he works with him. But if you ask a common man or a common dancer or a common party goer who produces this song, they wouldn't directly say, "Oh, it's Cody Starr done it." So you couldn't pinpoint.
If you ask the artist, and if you ask the manager, you ask anybody will make sense.
And the PR,
yeah. That's the same Cody work. Cody's a businessman, you know.
So we're not taking anything from the credit. Nothing is taken from your credit, but
I know that. You're talking about the public. The public they've got their own perception, bro. You know what I'm saying? So everyone that's relevant in the game, they know who produce and record the songs, mix it, master it. They know these kind of things. So they know, who to come to when they want to sound a certain way.
Okay.
All right. So how do you manage all that clout? Like if you have a big song, I tell everybody tomorrow. How do you manage that?
I don't want to tell him.
It's not humbleness. We do what we as a camp, like the mere fact that the artists that we work with are successful. That's the only clout we take from it. Basically, we just want if a project come Cody way and Cody say, "Yo, this is the new project," the artists are Ray. Myself and Terra, we're beating out that song, so we're campaigning it because we know it's Cody's thing. We're not going to do it. We don't want it to come from a bias, but you only have to play the song because I Cody produced it. You don't need to know that. We're promoting the song, knowing that Cody produced it, but we're not calling up Cody's name because we don't want people to be biased. It's the only reason why we're playing the song, and that's a lot of the things. That's why we don't. Cody probably should get the glory, but he don't get the glory because we're not using his name as the.
But that's the exact point I'm trying to make, because Cody deserves the credit for what he's done. As I would agree with him,
he deserves the credit, but then what we want to do is take the credit from him by us championing it, and the wrong people don't give him that credit. The right people do. That's why he's in work years and years by the best artists in the game, because the right people are saying, "Yo, Cody, man, I'll link you at the studio," and he's got catalogs waiting to release by the right artist. But
well, I mean that's just
the right people pay the bills, That's how I go.
You have to give respect to you guys because I guess like you guys gotta use ranks in terms of a lot of things, in terms of
humility is played out.
In terms of going to a party and like, me have to play last calls.
Yeah.
Me have such and such brand now. We name this and we name that.
They're very, very humble.
Respect for that, man. Like the man always with humility.
Yeah. And we as we said, we appreciate that. We appreciate
like
how you
that's
guys
why we ask
operate.
this question, because like I didn't know in general like you guys do so much. Like as we said first, it's just the tip of the iceberg what people know.
And the problem for us as interviewees, for when we search with Codestar and try to dig up Mixmasters online to try to figure out a little bit about Mixmasters. Obviously, we get your bio and all of that, but it's not documented enough for me to know that Codestar, part of Mixmasters, done all of this. So this is why, when I start talking to you, I will start saying these things. It might sound offensive to you that we don't know, but we just generally had no idea.
You see, now these interviews make us, because that's one of the work we were doing during the lockdown. So we're a lot more visible on Spotify and all the kind of music platforms, especially Cody, and with a lot of his production that he's done. Yeah, his name is now listed and tagged to most, if not all, of the work that he's done over the years. So that's definitely one of the stuff that happened during lockdown. And where my credits come into play, the same thing as well, and Terra as well. What this highlights for us is that obviously we now need to go away and make sure a lot more of those documentations are done. So when people do look up Mixmasters going forward, then these stuff comes to the forefront of more interviews like this obviously gives us a chance to go back and reflect and think, so we're going to fix this. So this is something we would definitely have to go back, go fix. But the other side of it is where I ain't gonna lie to you that my problem with my own crew and maybe myself, but definitely my crew, is that we're too humble. We're not the loudest are shouting out all our little glory.
But it worked. It worked for them. I tell you,
it's our problem really. We might come across cocky at times, but that's more confidence in terms of we know we're craft and like.
So listen, stop. Me a while ago when me say
in context, my sir. In
context. No. A while ago, where were they? Me say a while ago, me a play with
context.
You gonna say it again?
And this someone you go say.
Sir, stop. Stop.
You feel like gonna buy it.
You can't justify yourself, man. Just leave it there, man.
Leave it there. Honestly, as we said, we are really, really well. I'm personally proud of what I'm seeing of the product that you are putting out and the work that you're putting in. And we really are looking forward to much more from Mixmasters. Understand? We're looking forward to it. And I mean, okay, so based on all that you've been doing, all that you've done, that you're doing and will do, what are some pointers that you would give out to either, I mean, anyone can, Cody, you could speak to producers, Master J, you could speak to event promoters, Terra Kid, you talk to the DJ, them. What advice would you give to those persons? Starting with Cody on the producer side.
On the producers, on the production side of things, from what I can tell.
Yeah, go ahead.
From what I can tell, the key to success is not giving up.
Okay.
You know the ones there. The key to success is literally not giving up. You know the ones there, because like as a youth that come here from yard, when me start make music, when I start producing music, it was a time where like me in a studio with big managers, they get me and them tell us, yo, dancehall can't work in England. You know, the ones that dance on the work in England. You understand? Man, I have to switch it up and start make some grime, start make all kind of different music. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept it going. I kept it going. And now, man, I have some big tunes. Man, I have tunes that we got Billboard. So at the end of the day, all I can tell you is, yo, keep going. You know, the ones there, no matter what. If you had 9 to 5, you work, you go home, you do look of music, or you do look of music on Saturday and Sunday or whatever. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Once you stop and put on the keyboard and lock the laptop,
you put yourself back.
Man. Just might as well just wait on the pension, isn't it? So don't give up.
Thanks for that, Cody. Master J?
From a promoter events side, the harder work is done behind the scenes, basically. It's not on the night, it's not the venue, it's the preparation for the event. Make sure you're organized, get yourself a good team, get yourself a really good team, a reliable team. Treat your promotion like a full-on business. Feel free to make it a corporate business, not just a regular try a thing. The instant you start promoting a dance or anything you're doing, any form of business you're doing, first thing you got to do, you got to step away from the Jamaican mentality that it's a hustle. Okay, if it's a hustle, it's not something that you're planning on doing fast. you're thinking about it as a
in the room would take up the pen and the paper and jot down all the notes that the teacher is providing.
Sorry. As Jamaicans, we see everything as a hustle rather than a business or a future venture. So step away from that concept as a hustle. Any dance, any brand, anything you're going to do it, think about how many more times you can make the event successful rather than say, you know something, I'll pull up a one dance and make some money. Step away from that. And then now you start thinking about how can I make the same event successful 10 different times. So thinking about branding, like the Mixmasters has been part of some of the biggest brands in London in terms of dancehall episode as our champion brand. But we've had the Jam Worlds back in 2010, if my boy remember the South Beach days when we did the dance down there, multitalented as our anniversary event down in the Coronet. Right. We've done some major brand events, and we've been private investors to a lot of popular events or top events that we've just gone in there, make our money, and come out. We can step away from that now, kind of thing. So it's always business mode. My motto is, if you think corporate, then it makes sense, and because corporate just appeals to everybody as opposed to if you think hustle, then you're just thinking about a quick buck. In and out, and you're done.
Thank you for that, Master J. Terror Kid, in regards to DJs.
It's King Terror. Come on. King Terror.
Wait. Weren't you Terror Kid before? Was he?
No. Terror Kid was now young. I'm now grown up and I'm a king at what I do. So now I'm a king.
Okay, my humble apologies. I will make sure that I change your name in my phone and never ever call you Terror.
One thing though, everyone that calls me Terror, you have to know me. You call your foundation if you call me Terror Kid. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
So you can pass. All right.
So your point to the DJs.
The DJs. The main thing is learning and creating your own craft. As a DJ, what makes you? Don't be like somebody. Yes, it's good to look at all the sounds and other people and say, okay, but look at them and look at what can I do like them but better.
Okay.
And that's what I put myself as in. Everyone around me, I said, okay, but what makes me different from? So what if you hear King Terror in a dance, what makes him King Terror? Why should I book him? Why I have my craft, a craft that I follow and I want other DJs, other people to follow it's about learn your own craft. What makes you what makes you stand out? What makes your talent, not you're trying to be under someone's shadow. So for any DJs, any upcoming DJ, wherever you are, learn your own craft, yourself, make yourself make yourself somewhere where you can build yourself a statue, and that's my statue. You stand on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sound words from a king.
Of course.
Some
socials.
Thanks for that. That's food for thought. And I mean, you can pick sense out of nonsense, so to speak. Can you go ahead, Cody?
That's a Lego. Yeah, no.
Are you saying something, Cody?
No. Can I?
Master J, go ahead.
Earlier on, that's still kind of burning me a little bit. Not burning me, but it's still in my brain, and I want to plug it now because we're on here live. It's a good opportunity to do it.
Go ahead.
Myself, Cody, and Terra, we're accessible all the times to young upcoming DJs. We've spoken to DJs. We're happy to give pointers wherever that is. We're not the standoffish, not giving people the chance or the opportunity to do it.
Right.
So DJs, by all means, whatever tutorials or just a conversation, by all means, drop us an inbox or whatever it is, or just say, yo, Master J, what? Ray. Like,
it's true.
We ain't gonna say we're
not bougie out here, you know the ones.
Like I think most of the times we probably just don't think we're the ones to do that will give them the best opportunity at learning. But definitely we have the experience that we can share. And if I don't know, my team will tell you this, if I don't know how to do it, I definitely know somebody who can.
And you can always recommend. And with that being said, where can we find you guys on social media?
The funny thing is, all our socials are on the viewers can't see it. So it's DJ Master J _ Mixmasters, Cody Star _ Mixmasters, and King Terror _ Mixmasters. Or for everything literally across the platforms, it's Mixmasters _ UK.
Great.
I have the hottest Twitch show right now, and I'm getting the final up on Twitch. Twitch mad.
Is there a specific day that you go onto Twitch?
Every day. So now
Every day.
Listen, we were on tonight, and we're about to raid into you. I don't know what raiding is. But
I know.
We're gonna raid into your show, but on the show never live on Twitch. Why?
No, we just live back in the studio.
We haven't set up everything in the studio.
Twitch not set that week next week.
All right. Fix things because when I do on Twitch show, I'm gonna say, yo, we'll go over Upnlive page, we're gonna raid over, and then we go up online. Like,
yeah.
No.
Sorry, darling. We will fix things for next week. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No problem. And as we
Mixmasters UK, and you'll find us.
Okay. Yeah. Rick, Dragon, any last words?
Big up on yourself and I continue doing that. Keep doing the greatness. I said keep being the leader for the mainstream, and that's how I like it. As
you know,
the mainstream. I'm the reputation that we have, Cody.
Yeah, but
I want to tell us how to reputation. You're the ones there.
Yo, man.
It's one of them ones, but you know
what? Wait. It's funny though. It's funny because would you class? Okay. All right, we Mixmasters, but
yeah,
such a friend is the Uptown. It's Garrison, ain't it?
No, really. Yes,
Terra, now mix it up, Terra.
Wait. Who's talking?
Terra, why we say Mixmaster is Uptown son? Because we are Jamaican, and anything corporate in Jamaica known as Uptown.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, what you say makes sense, you know, brother. What you say makes sense because that was the aim. You understand? When we in the garrison supposed to say, we're the Uptown son, yeah. When we the Uptown I say, we're the yard here. That was the aim from the drum.
Right.
So you have to understand, say, you fall right into the trap. No worry about nothing, man.
It's good for we to call you Uptown son because our Uptown is different from, I don't know.
From Uptown. We know that.
What we call
no disrespect, I never actually catch it there. The DJ, what the DJ name?
The Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Exactly what you see, exactly the image where you have a DJ Nico, a Jamaica, a Uptown selector like a DJ Nico and a Kurt Riley. You look Cody Star, you look on is a Kurt Riley right there. So if you know Jamaican DJs, you know me.
No, I know Kurt Riley personal. Kurt Riley show me about
me and Kurt Riley go to school, so I know Kurt Riley. So you look on a Kurt Riley is an Uptown DJ, even them play some Garrison dance too.
No, Kurt Riley is definitely an Uptown DJ. I know that for a fact.
Okay. But Kurt Riley makes some of the baddest dancehall rhythm them.
Exactly.
So the 40th man them stay.
So that's what I'm saying to you. It's nothing bad.
Drop the school tonight, please.
No. I'm just saying it's a good institution. It's a good institution. I'm just saying, sir. It's a good institution. But it still can be the maroon and gold, though. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
The live are done.
For joining us this evening.
Give
thanks for the support. Of course.
No, she bring school. She bring Curtis. You missed the whole conversation, Dragon. She knows what she's talking about. She knows
he doesn't. Let's move right along.
No.
Move right along.
And
it was in a positive light, you know. You see how the man attacked me?
Sure.
No, and I said it in a positive light. It looked like it just
but then you're dropping the maroon and the bird.
Yeah, we did have to say because maroon and gold. Maroon and gold. Get it right. Anyways, we want to thank you guys for chatting with us. We've learned a lot about you. And I'm sure that everyone else who has watched has also got some insight.
I learned a lot tonight.
I learned a lot from us.
Cody, dropping the new song. What the new song? We just do.
Yes, what's the new song, Cody?
Oh yeah, new single just out a couple weeks ago by Shauna Sade and IQ the Prince. It's called Fine Dine.
So and we can find that on all platforms.
Yeah. It's out on all platforms now. The videos on Grind Daily on YouTube.
Dragon, when you play that song, just big up Cody Star.
There you go. Yeah.
Fine Dine.
IQ and Shauna Sade, yeah.
No problem. Thank you for that. As we said, keep up the great work, guys, and blessings and love and everything and prosperity to you all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care. All the best.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sarah, be good yourself.
All right.